Hi everyone and welcome back to the Bodcast. I'm here and it's episode 109 and Ian is also here and it's still episode 109.
Good.
109 is the bus I used to take to work.
Wow.
We didn't call it 109, we called it 109.
Did you?
Yeah. And to be fair, I didn't very often get it because my mum used to take me to work because, I was lazy.
Mm.
Anywho, that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Today we will be talking about this weird MOC pop-up shop that they've announced on Bricklink. And I understand what a pop-up shop is, and I don't think it is one.
No.
So,
do you think Lego have this little buzzword bingo
buzzword
machine?
bingo!
They pull out buzzword and then they have to come up with something that matches it. So they had crowdfunding and then came up with something that isn't
crowdfunding, yeah.
Now they've got pop-up store, which isn't a pop-up store. It's exciting to see what they come up with next.
It's not. It's weird. So, MOC pop-up store, it says, your favourite BDP designs, they've been adding too many acronyms, Bricklink Designer Program designs, fulfilled directly. What does that even mean?
Because they're not filled directly,
No.
are they?
No, you have to order them from 20 different places.
We should probably explain what it is.
Go on then,
before we
I'll let you
start.
do that.
So the idea basically is that entries which were deemed good enough that they could have been made into sets but didn't get enough of the public vote to become the sets or something. Some subset of entries from the Bricklink designer programs. The designers are being given the chance to sell the instructions, which is nice. So kind of Bricklink designer program meets Rebrickable. Very exciting. The idea is that when you do that, you also basically get a wish list. And that wish list, as with Bricklink, normally you can click on the wish list and tell it to go and find the most cost-effective way to buy all those bricks.
But, we've been using Bricklink for ages.
Yeah.
And it's never the most cost-effective
No,
way.
it's not. I don't know if that's a UK thing.
Just
To do with how stores are set up and run and minimum orders versus fees versus shipping and it's a bit weird because one of the things you'll get is that shops which don't have automatic shipping where you have to select your stuff and ask for an invoice, it doesn't know how to charge you for shipping on those.
Right.
So I think it randomly guesses. But anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
So the I guess the big significant difference is that it won't just look at Bricklink sellers. It will also look at Lego bricks and pieces.
Pick a brick.
Pick a brick. Whatever the thing is called, where you can buy bricks online.
Yeah.
It's still going to find the cheapest, which I don't know how that's going to work out. Whether that means that generally Bricklink tends to be cheaper.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Does it?
Yeah. I've found a couple of cases where buying from Lego Direct is cheaper. At one point you could buy, I think it was something like burps could be bought from Lego for 99p and then sold on Bricklink for £2.
Right.
But
money making spin.
But most of the time, I think it's cheap on Bricklink.
Right.
I think they have said that it will only use bricks that are categorised as new. So
yes, it does say you won't use used.
yeah. So I mean that's basically the idea.
What it essentially means is Joe Bloggs can come along and push I want to buy this set, and it costs him £92. And then Bob Smith comes along and pushes the button and it costs him £300 because all of the cheap parts have gone.
Yes.
So it's a really odd thing.
It is, isn't it? I don't know if you're going to get, Bricklink stores trying to buy the parts in bulk so they could be like a sole place to get all the parts for a MOC, because that will end up being cheaper.
But it does say you can edit your cart to take out bits you already have in your own personal collection. Yeah. And so if it was, like you say, that it's a push one button to add to cart kind of thing, you'd end up with surplus parts that you may not need if you have a collection you already want to use.
Yes. I just think the big thing that worries me is that a lot of the submissions looked really complicated. We tend to find...
Do they look complicated or really simple as well?
There are a few simple ones, but I think the ones people are going to want to go
Hang on, sorry. Are we going to get the pomegranate?
I don't know. We might get the pomegranate. But anyway, so you get the really big complex ones. That's going to cost a fortune. It's going to take so many orders, and then you've got to deal with processing all of those orders. Because it's not like they're being done by Lego in the background. They're not making the orders and then shipping the whole thing out to you. So, you know, you get these 20 orders that it created for your wish list. You go through, you buy them. The last one comes up with, oh, you've not hit the minimum spend to get it. You add some extra stuff. You finally send that off. You've got all 20 of them. One of them doesn't show up. Another one of them is missing a couple of pieces. Another one has put in clearly used pieces where they're listed as new. And now you've got the hassle of dealing with all of that.
It doesn't in any way seem like a logistical, well thought out, happy process.
No.
What are the benefits of participating for a fan designer? Apparently, fan designers will earn a royalty of 80% of the building instruction sales revenue. So essentially, it's just Bricklink trying to make money off of people's instructions.
Yeah.
How much does Rebrickable take as a percentage? Do you know?
I've no idea,
No.
man. Look it up.
I'm looking it up.
Okay. Why are we whispering?
Because I'm going to cut this out.
Okay.
Stop whispering, you weirdo. 10%.
They take 10%.
Yeah. So you'd be better off putting your stuff on Rebrickable.
But you can't.
Why? If it's been rejected from the Bricklink designer program, it's back to you, isn't it?
I thought, it'll depend on the set.
What do you mean on the
If
set?
it hit 10k, then Lego still own the rights to it, even if they reject it for
Right.
a number of years. I think if you never hit 10k through Lego Ideas, then it's fine. They said that even if Lego own the rights to it, you could put it into the Bricklink designer program.
Right.
But so some in the Bricklink designer program, Lego will still own the rights to.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
couldn't put it into Rebrickable.
The other benefit is you get your own pop-up store page for each MOC. Gives you a place to talk about your design and why you made it and stuff.
Wow, they give you a web page. Ooh.
Fan designers will receive input from Bricklink and the fan community to optimise/improve their designs.
Oh yeah.
That's
Community
a
gets
benefit,
slag off
isn't it?
your mark.
Yeah.
Yep. I've never thought of that as a benefit before.
Oh, even if you've got your thing on Bricklink in this program, you can still sell your instructions elsewhere, it says.
Right. So yeah, sell them on Rebrickable.
But you can't sell it to a third party. So you've got to own the rights. You can't say, right, I'll put it on here, but then I'll sell it on.
So you can sell it on Rebrickable. You can't sell the design to Blue Bricks.
Yeah.
So have your little pop-up store with a link to your
Rebrickable.
sale on the Rebrickable, which is 5% cheaper than Lego.
Yeah.
You're still making more money from Rebrickable than you are from Lego.
But you can't determine the price. Oh, for the instructions, you mean? Yeah, because you can't determine the price of the things. Because when you buy a PDF from Rebrickable, like, we're naive because we've never actually done that because we just haven't got. Or there's never been a need for it yet.
No. I have
We have-
downloaded free things from
have you?
Rebrickable
Okay.
and looked through specifically for design
Do
or stuff.
Do you get a inventory of parts that you can shove into Bricklink?
I don't know.
Because if you get that, why? I don't get the point of this. If your thing is, if I opt into the pop-up store, will I still be able to submit the same design to future BDP series? Yes. So you can sell your stuff and then it still be made into an actual Bricklink set. That's weird, isn't it?
It's really weird.
So they get to decide how much it costs. They can't be sure how much will get actually sold. Why are they using Pick-a-Brick? So they used to do a mock shop on Bricklink for like 7 years. So this is similar to that, but now it's added in. That's the new part, isn't it? The Pick-a-Brick bit.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's using that exclusive BDP palette. As a Bricklink seller, you could go and stock up on those parts in advance.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
But I don't know how big that palette is, or even if you... No, everyone has access to it, don't they? Because anyone could do a submission now. So
This is an interesting FAQ. Will Pick-a-Brick only be integrated into the mock pop-up store, or will it be integrated throughout the platform? It says only the mock pop-up store, but that would be a much nicer feature. You could compare prices.
well, that's what's got a lot of Bricklink sellers worried.
Oh, really? Because they don't want people to realise they're overcharging.
So for ones where they are overcharging, yes, they don't want... Also, Lego tends to be able to offer stuff with free delivery, whereas most Bricklink sellers can't.
Yeah, don't you? Oh, it says here, what does the mock pop-up store mean for marketplace sellers? It says, as of today, marketplace sellers are not earning any revenue from sales of BDP submissions. Any orders that come through this channel represent net new business. But then the next bit, we believe marketplace sellers are well positioned as they can, in many instances, deliver the parts faster than Pick-a-Brick. Well, no.
That is true.
Like, duh. Pick-a-Brick
But that
is
makes
not
no
the...
sense though, does it? Because you'll have a wish list, you'll fulfil it. If some of it comes from Pick-a-Brick,
Then you're still
you
waiting
still
on
have to wait for the slowest one to turn up.
Yeah, it's weird.
Is it going to cause complete chaos for a while as well?
Probably.
Like, are people going to be trying to buy these straight away? And so sellers who have parts are going to be inundated with orders. It's going to be a huge mess.
I just don't get the merit of it.
No.
It just seems like another thing to add confusion in. And if they weren't good enough to make the final 5 and the person still believes in it, stick it on Rebrickable.
Yeah.
Like, that's enough.
Well, is this Lego trying to
get a slice?
Of
yeah,
Rebrickable?
It quite clearly is. And
they decided instead of buying
it's just the way that they're wording it as if it's not that at all.
Yeah.
It's very strange. So yeah, I find the whole thing odd. Odd. And
very odd.
Yeah, it's still that why. But if the Mushroom House doesn't make it through the BDP Series 2, I'm so buying it.
If it's on there.
How could they not want that one to be on there?
I don't know. We don't know what the criteria are. There is...
Most beautiful set in the world. Oh, you're right. It will be in Series 2. I understand. I understand.
So you can get it next decade.
Oh, well, will people be able to get... No, if it's approved via the round, it can't be in the pop-up store? Is that the case?
I believe so.
Okay. I was going to say,
So
is this a quicker way of getting a set?
But they've said that if it's on the pop-up store, you can still enter it into other rounds.
Yeah.
So if it's then selected, does it immediately get taken off the pop-up store?
I'm not sure. It's very strange.
Or does entering it mean you have to take it off the pop-up store?
There's a lot of pop-ups.
Because they didn't say that you can just pop it on the pop-up store and then at any point you can pop it off there and stick it onto Bricklink.
So pop off. Isn't pop off like when you die? You popped off.
Yeah, pop your clogs.
Pop your clogs, that's it. Why is it not a pop-up shop and it's a pop-up store? Like, that's not as fun. Pop-up shop.
Yeah.
Pop-up shop. Oh, maybe because of that. Pop-up shop. It's a puppet shop.
It's a puppet shop. Yeah.
I don't know. I like in the FAQs it says, why is it called the MOC pop-up store? And the question is, why is it a pop-up store, clearly? Because it's not a pop-up store.
Yeah.
And they go, MOC means my own creation. A Lego fan acronym, as if that's the bit people are questioning.
Yeah.
No, that's not what it is. It's like, why are you calling it a pop-up store? I guess it has popped up. We weren't expecting it.
Any new store does.
And then it's going away because it's a trial. So it's a pop-up shop. Store.
No.
No.
It's just a trial.
What's a pop-up shop? A pop-up shop is something that pops up. You can actually buy stuff from them and walk away. That's a pop-up shop.
Yes. I mean, pop-up shops are normally very short-lived. Normally you don't get notice of where they're going to be.
They just pop up.
Not this, we're going to announce it and then months later we'll do something.
You know when we go to Spain and you walk along and there's all those people with like the blankets and dodgy shades. Are they pop-up shop?
Yes.
Are they actually? They pop up.
They do.
And then they run very quickly when everyone official looks at them.
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
Then hide on the beach.
Is that because it's like you can't arrest someone on the beach?
You can arrest people on the beach, but there are different rules about trading on beaches, and so therefore they tend to be safe.
Different rules about trading on beaches?
Yeah,
Can
in
I
Spain.
sell my wares on beaches? So, that sounds wrong.
Yeah, that does.
Oh, I'm not selling my wares on beaches. I'm a bad person. Okay, I find it strange. That is my thoughts on this. Okay, so those are our thoughts on the MOC pop-up store, which we think is pointless. Let us know if you've got any other similar thoughts on that. We do have one more thing we need to discuss on the podcast, and this was a byproduct of us being on in the chat on Ruth Adorable's stream at the weekend. Apparently we need to discuss whether the chair is leaving the house or not. So we have a chair. We are creating a new Lego room, and I'd quite like to get a bit of advice on creating a new Lego room. What things do you think should be in a new Lego room? Not you. I don't want you to tell me, because you'll say, I want all of my stuff in there. I want the viewership to tell me what they think should be in a Lego room. And it's not really a room for Lego to be in. It's more creating Lego room.
Be displays.
Yeah, there'll be some displays, but it's mainly for streaming and creating and building.
Yeah.
That's our intention, right? It's that kind of room. But the room, it's not even that room that's good. We were going to put a chair in that room, and then I decided that would take up too much room. Is that what I said? And now we're
I
trying
don't think we were ever planning on having a chair in that room.
Well, where was the chair going?
I don't know.
Okay, there's a chair. We have to work out whether to get rid of it or not.
When we say chair, it's massive.
It's it's not a single seat. What would you call it? It's a chair.
It's a large.
It's a cuddle seat.
Yeah.
It's quite big.
I mean, you and the girls sit in it happily.
Both girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Well, one was like on me.
Yeah.
It's 100 and something centimetres wide and 90 something deep.
Yeah.
That's the dimensions of the chair. Very accurate.
Yes.
It's not more than 110. It's somewhere between 100 and 110.
Okay.
Just
weird.
to clarify. Well, I'm just making sure it's clear.
Yeah.
It's not clear, is it?
No one cares.
Trying to describe this chair.
Okay. I mean, one of the important facts about the chair is that it is bright red.
Yeah. But that's
That's what
disguisable.
people know.
You can put something over it.
Yeah.
I think the chair should go in the playroom downstairs. I don't think I need a chair in my Lego room.
I agree you don't need a chair in your Lego room.
No,
So
why could I not have a
that.
chair in the Lego room? What if I want to be comfy while I'm thinking about Lego?
Then go be comfy and think about Lego somewhere else.
But that's my room for thinking about Lego. Is that not
It's
the purpose
not.
of
We
it?
just said that it's for steaming and building and
Which room in the house is
mocking.
for thinking about Lego?
Every room in the house is thinking
Okay, so I
about
might need a
Lego.
comfy chair in that room.
So if you want to be comfy, go to whichever room you're feeling comfiest in and think about it there.
Okay.
So the other thing is, what we are thinking of doing some remodelling on the house. At that point, we would have a room.
We're going to
where
need the
you
chair.
think we would want the chair. I am less convinced because I don't want a big bright red chair.
Again, you can cover up the red part. Okay, they sell covers for things. We definitely want a chair.
We will probably want a chair.
Yeah. So I think keep the chair.
We will
I'm
probably
glad-
want an entire suite.
Okay. And at that point, we take the one out of the girls' room. That's the point. They've only got it in there until we need it elsewhere.
No, they've got the sofa in there
They
because,
don't need a sofa.
because it's a sofa bed.
Right? They don't have enough friends. It's fine. Okay, so this was the small interlude into whether we should keep the chair or not. I don't feel like people care.
I don't feel people care.
But it was a specific request.
Okay.
More on the chair saga.
Okay,
We're keeping the chair.
we're not keeping the chair.
Okay.
I tell you what, you can have it in the playroom if you can get it to the playroom by yourself.
No, that's not fair. You need to help me. Okay, so feel free to weigh in on the chair saga. Also, let us know your thoughts on the MOC pop-up store thing. And if you want to listen to any previous episodes, you'll find a link to the playlist in the show notes or the description. And we're going to be back next week with the chair and some other stuff. Probably fun. Okay? Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know.
Bye!
Bye.
Keeping the chair.
Not keeping the chair.
We're definitely keeping the chair.
Get rid of the chair.
Why are we getting rid of the chair?
Because it's too big, we don't want it anymore.
We do. We want the chair.
No, we don't want the chair.
We're keeping the chair.
We'll get rid of the chair.
We're keeping the chair.